Welcome to Ampedcast, where we bring together the worlds of electronic dance music and storytelling. Get to know industry leaders and talent on the rise as we sit down with them to share their artist journey from behind the decks. Our community is one for artists and music lovers alike, so settle in and enjoy the experience. Welcome to Ampedcast, where we get behind the decks of your favorite artists, both local and global. And today we are with the awesome artists here that are going to be playing with us at the Sounds on the Skyline debut launch party this Thursday. So we are here. We're going to learn all about their music journey and just share a little bit about what they have planned for the event. So I would love to start off with quick introductions of everyone. So we can start over here, Beauty in the Blue.
Yay. Hey everybody, my name's Anna Madewell and I go by DJ Kiki. And I love to sing, I love to dance. I've been DJing for about 4 to 5 years now. I actually just launched a new company with my business partner, Serotonin, in Sake Weddings. And I create EDM pop funk. So I've been producing for 4 years now. I love dubstep, rhythm, really recently been getting into techno, bass house. So just really fusing the different styles together. I'd like to say that I describe my music like if Adele recorded to a Michael Jackson beat produced by Skrillex. So I love like the funk and the soul and just all the good stuff. And that's me. I'm Anna Madewell.
I love that description, by the way.
Yeah.
And I'm Houseclaps, E-Band B-Song, that's my personal name. I've been DJing since the pandemic and really started getting into this early March of this year. I've been really into the house music, the grooves, the vibes, but more on the classy side of things. And I'm just excited to continue growing and getting into some producing as well. So.
Love that.
And my name is Jadarrion. I go by Jadarrion as well for my DJ name. I've been doing this about 8 years. I love soulful, deep house music. All of that kind of inspires my sound that I play behind the decks now, with a little modern twist as well. But when it comes to music, Kerry Chandler is my hands down all-time inspiration. So he kind of shaped my house music taste, and it kind of led me to where I'm at now 8 years later.
Well, I absolutely love hearing a little bit about each of you. And I know you all personally as like dear friends and artists in this EDM community here in Austin, Texas. And so I'd love to kick off with, what really inspired you to get started on your music career?
Wow.
We'll start with a big question.
That's a big question. Okay. What really inspired me with my music career? Honestly, the first thing that I think about is got to be Michael Jackson. Just straight up, such an icon.
Yeah.
Lots of inspiration growing up. I've always just really connected with him as an artist and just the whole performance aspect of making people feel so many things and tears, chanting. And then, when I got into the EDM world, that actually started just 4 years ago when I went to my first rave. And that's where I just really fell in love with electronic, the weird drops, weird wubs, just like the way that it would make people respond in the crowd, and especially Alice in Wonderland. When I think about when I saw her in concert, I was like, whoa. And, fusing cello and live instrumentals so it started off, when I was a little baby and the singing, and then it became something bigger with electronics and DJing. And I actually started DJing because I got vocal notes. So I got vocal notes, and they were saying that I was apparently speaking with a lot of my chest voice and singing a lot of my chest voice, and it was hurting me. So I relearned how to sing more in my head voice, so in a more elegant way, and not being so harsh on it. So during that time, I couldn't really speak, but I still wanted to perform. So that's where I started learning how to DJ. And then when I started singing again, I just fused it all together, and now I'm here today. So yeah, I've always just loved music.
Wow, that is a powerful journey. Like what you went through and how you found a way around that. Like that's really like touches my soul. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, for me, early in my career, I started off as a software engineer pretty early out of college, and that gave me a lot of time sitting there coding, just listening to just different types of music, and house music has just always just caught my sound, and I would start creating mixtapes on just little Spotify playlists and sharing them with friends, and eventually people would always ask me, hey, when's the next playlist coming out? And I'm a very big extrovert as well, and I just love bringing people together and vibing with people as well. So DJing is that opportunity to do that and be able to play in really cool spaces with really great people and be able to, shake the bum a little bit. So.
Shake the bum a little. I love that. I'm all about shaking the bum.
Sweet. For my music journey, it started, I feel like most people kind of say this, but I went to a concert and I saw Louis the Child for the first time. I think this was 2017, 18, around there. And just being so moved by a concert, I was like, I have to go at least attempt to do that. And that was a mix of making music and DJing. And that really just drove me. And I had a few friends that we were kind of in on this together. So it was kind of a big learning experience for all of us. But we kind of just started DJing just for fun, because we had time. But after going to a handful of concerts or festivals, like, it was kind of addicting to see how music could make anybody connect. You don't have to speak the same language, be the same race, whatever you want, any type of difference. Music can connect all those type of people. And for me, that was kind of addicting to want to produce that feeling for other people. So that still to this day is what drives me. Playing live and connecting with a whole crowd, whether it's 20 people, 200 people, just being able to make people move and feel something is kind of what drives me to kind of keep doing that. So shout out to Louis the Child for kind of sparking that inspiration in me.
That is really awesome. It is cool to hear like that commonality of like music inspiring your music. And that's, I feel the same. Mine was an Odessa concert that I went to back in Minneapolis. And I looked at that and I was like, this is what I'm missing. Like coming from North Dakota, we didn't have a lot. And I can completely relate to that. And so it's really cool. And so like, what is some things in this past year as an artist, like what has been a huge growth point for you? Because you're all at different walks of your journey, but I'd love to hear like what your biggest growth point has been so far. So, yeah.
I'd say the biggest growth point is learning that you don't always have to kind of keep it with the same style, being comfortable but switching it up and knowing when to switch it up as well. Because sometimes as an artist, at least my least favorite feeling is feeling boxed in as an artist, feeling like you have to play this or have to listen to this. And last year I kind of dealt with some of that. But I kind of combated against that by reaching out, getting different types of gigs that allow me to play different types of music in different types of environments as well. So that was kind of I kind of dealt with that for a few months. You kind of get away from your artist identity, if you will. You don't feel like yourself as an artist, kind of lose a little bit of your confidence. And then all it takes is, you making that one song or you playing that one gig and it brings all that confidence back. You're like, it never left. I had it the whole time. So I definitely dealt with that a lot last year, but I think we're in a good spot now playing and having fun every time I play. So if it doesn't sound fun, I'm probably not going to do it. So that's the number one for me.
That is a great rule. And that is so true. I love that you shared about that, finding that confidence and you realize it never really leaves. It's just like sometimes in a season. Yeah. So that's a really cool concept. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, on my end, I believe it's more about getting yourself out there on the internet. So social media is like a big thing that I'm still growing in, and I've made some strides in. I've been more of a private person. I don't really post too much. But now being in the space is allowing me to put myself out there a little bit more, and it's actually returned some dividends. I've made some great connections just by people just reaching out to me and starting to follow me as well. So I've been very, very excited with that just because I enjoy making those connections.
Definitely. Love hearing about that, especially, Instagram can be a toughie sometimes.
Toughie. I would say that the biggest growth point for me definitely this year has been just team. Trust. Just trusting. So I definitely have A personality vibes and just like to delegate, had to learn how to delegate because before I would just take everything on and Actually, when I was at the University of Texas in San Antonio, I was leading the mob, Musicians of Business, as president. And so I was very much in my business, not artistry mode, just very much planning events, showcases, festivals. And I really did try to do a lot of the things on my own. And it made something fun stressful. So this year, more than anything, I've just been learning how to trust others, trust the process, build a team. So like videographer, photographer, even my partner with Serotonin, like trusting others to make the vision happen, because you can go, what's that saying? You can really go fast by yourself and just do it. But with people, it just farther and it just makes it so much more fun. So I think for me, just trusting.
Oh, I am right there with you. Like that's been my year too, is like building a team, and like because the weight gets to be too much doing it all on your own. So that's really cool, and to learn it and like knowing it's like make it a party, and
Absolutely.
Party needs people, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so what is one thing that you feel that being in Austin, Texas, has helped bolster your music career?
Wow. So I actually just moved here on 11/11 this past November. And it's funny how that happened because it was so unintentional. It just happened to be that way. But I feel like it was really a sign where in San Antonio, I was actually going to do the CAP program where I go to San Antonio for a year, UTSA, and then go straight to UT Austin. But something was really keeping me in San Antonio. And I feel like my time there was really well spent. But when I graduated, it just felt like it was time. Something about the people here, I'd say the EDM community, the way everybody's open, there's not really any gatekeepers, but everybody's just so open. Venue owners, friends, everyone. So I think that it's really helped me, and I've done more shows than ever, actually, since I've moved here. So,
Congrats.
Yeah, in all the ways, I think Austin's great. So, yeah, it's helped me a lot.
Love that.
And I'll ditto that. And I believe by Austin being a big feel, but really kind of a smaller city, it just allows you to make those connections and keep seeing the same people and continue building on those connections as well. And it's easy to get around too. Just you're not driving 40 minutes from one place to another. You can just go right down the street and play. So it's been I love Austin. Love Austin.
I dig that. Yes.
Austin for me, honestly, was so huge. From the first time I visited Austin, I knew, one, I wanted to move here, but two, I knew I could come here and DJ, not just because there's not any DJs, but I saw the type of music that I like to listen to being played, and me being from Birmingham, Alabama, I was kind of forced to play some stuff I didn't want to play at places I may have not wanted to play in, but I just wanted to DJ, so I took it. So what Austin's kind of provided for me is that open slate to come just kind of blaze your own path. And to agree with both of you guys, I got here, I think it took me about 6 to 7 months to kind of get out there and make some friends. But once I did, that's when all of my gigs started coming. We all helped each other. And by all of us coming together collectively, putting our pride aside, we looked out for each other. Like even the smallest example, you get a 4-hour gig, I'll come ask my friend to come play the first hour, this friend to play the second hour, and I'll play the last 2 hours. So now we all have photos from a gig. You have that social proof that goes on your social media that's much needed around here. And that kind of helped us all grow together, touching back on the team part as well. That's kind of when I learned that you can't really do stuff as fast or as far by yourself, and Austin has provided all of that, plus some, honestly. So I genuinely will always have a soft spot in my heart for Austin.
I can completely resonate with that too. Just like getting here and just like, I feel like I gave an inch and I got a mile back just from the community and just like supporting me starting a music business. And so it's like cool to hear that you've all felt kind of that same journey of that connectedness. So let's kind of dive into, we have this launch event coming here at this beautiful Limestone Rooftop, and give a shout out to Limestone. They're giving us the space to do this podcast today. They've been so good to us, and they're giving us a space to be a part of their environment, to bring great music from this community to showcase here every Thursday. And we are doing a launch party and y'all are playing. I'm so excited. So what is one thing you want to bring to the launch party? through your music?
Yeah, a big thing for me is I want people dancing. I want people feeling it, and I just want people to have a good time. Be able to, I don't know, just vibe. That'd be my short answer. Just vibe.
Yeah. Let the troubles fade away and enjoy the music.
I'd say high energy, just full high energy, sing along bops, just sing along bass house, techno, all the goods. And this Thursday, I'm also going to be having a violinist with me as well. So for some of those, so a lot more spacious than my typical sets with a lot of the dubstep. So that's what I love with techno, because there's just so much space for instrumentals. So very, very vibey at the same time, like hopefully touches some hearts. And also we'll be doing a music video shoot for one of the scenes for me and Alpha AF's music video. So there's going to be a lot of people showing up in white. That's going to be part of the plot for the music video. Goes with like purity and like the realities of a struggling artist and going between, like channeling between different realities. So one of the scenes are going to be shot there. So I'm really excited, and it's going to be really fun.
So excited. I'm definitely wearing my white outfit for that part of the night.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got an outfit change. Yeah, I'm that way. I know.
Heck yeah.
I'm really excited about the violinist, honestly. That sounds really
I'm
cool.
excited.
But from my end, honestly, I couldn't agree more with you, Eban. Making people dance is always the goal. And it shouldn't matter who the DJ is. If you got some good music on, just vibe with it, go with it. And honestly, we're just trying to make some people feel good. Maybe get some smiles, a few laughs, and some dancing. Honestly, those three, I think we'll have a good night on my end at least.
Oh, I dig that so much. And for our final question for all of you today, before we, of course, give everybody your contact info, what is most inspiring to you today? It could be about music, anything you want, but what is most inspiring to you?
I can take the first one.
Yeah.
Sweet. I would say what's been inspiring to me is just the jumping into something new and just being able to see progress along the way. My background is in software and doing startups, and so I've been doing that for over a decade. And I came to a point where there's always room for improvement, for mastery, but I felt that getting in the creative space, getting into music, this was an opportunity for me to start all over and start on a new adventure. So with just really taking DJing more seriously in March, this past March, things are starting to rolling, getting more events, starting making more connections, understanding a little bit more what it takes. And I've just really been really proud of what I've done so far, and really, really excited for what's to come. So,
As you should be. Yeah, you've been working hard. Yeah.
That's awesome. I'd say the most inspiring thing that comes to mind are just my friends. Honestly, the people I've been surrounding myself with, these different groups that are going on, like Baby TX and EDM Prosparity and like Amplify EDM. Like, just shout out to all those groups, by the way. So many badass, just all of these humans, I'm thinking like warrior women or just friends, these average, when I say outright, your locals, your people that are putting themselves in these positions where they're like, I'm doing a lot, I got a lot of things to do, but I'm still doing it and I'm still continuing forward. And even if there's like mistakes, or it feels fearless in a way.
Yeah.
Where they just continue putting themselves out there, continue doing the thing. It's planning, it's having fun while planning, not making anything feel like a job, just creating that community. So I feel like my friends have been really inspiring. Yeah.
Powerful. Very powerful.
Friends are definitely a huge inspiration for me. Specifically, my friend Dills. I know when he came, about a month ago, he played at the Concourse. And for us local DJs playing at the Concourse, you really don't consider it. It's like a goal of yours, but you don't really consider it. And for us, we see, our good friend Dills in there. I'm like, maybe it is a little bit more attainable than we think. Of course, nothing down on Dills. He's a great DJ, of course. I'm like, maybe it's a little bit closer. Maybe we should set our goals a little bit bigger. Yeah. But for inspiration, new experiences, for me, is hands down how I found my inspiration. If I feel that I'm lacking inspiration, I felt that I probably haven't had a new experience recently. So, and concerts. Concerts are the best way, at least musically, for inspiration. regardless of the genre, just to see how somebody portrays their love for music, especially really passionate artists. That really inspires me a lot. So I always look for new concerts, new experiences, and I got a lot of great friends here to pull a lot of inspiration from as well. So they kind of keep me going as well.
Well, all of your words inspire me. I can just relate so much to all of you, and I think our audience is going to get so much out of this. So tell people, how can they find you and connect with you and your music?
So my name's Kiki. Real name's Anna Madewell. Actually going to rebrand now to Anna Madewell and new relogoing and everything. You can find me at my music, Spotify, Apple Music, all the things under Kiki, Kiki. And on Instagram at Anna_Madewell. And my music page at Kiki_creative with a K_music.
Love that.
I'm Houseclaps. You can find me on Instagram at Houseclaps, HOUSECLAPS. And you can also find me on SoundCloud as well, /DJ Houseclaps.
And for myself, of course, my name is Jadarrion, and you can find me on Instagram at Jadarrion.v. I'm also on SoundCloud at Jadarrion. And later this year, we will have some music releasing on Bandcamp as well under Jadarrion. So keep an eye out for that.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for taking the time to sit down with me, sharing about your life in music and your adventures and your journeys and what's to come. And thank you all for tuning in to this episode of Ampedcast, where we connect with these incredible artists and get the stories from behind the decks. And again, big shout out to our friends here at Limestone Rooftop for this space to share with you these incredible adventures. So thanks again, guys, and we'll see you next time.